Hi guys, it's Aaron here with another video. So in this video, we want to talk about the power of words. Yours, mine, and everyone's, because language is really powerful and words are powerful, and we know that words can heal or they can hurt. And really it only takes a few seconds to prove this if you'll join me in a quick experiment. Yeah? Okay, so just ask yourself, how relaxed do I feel now? And just feel your body. And now I want you to become as relaxed as possible and just take a few breaths in. And again. Have a yawn. Yawn a few times. And the reason we're doing this is because yawning is one of the most effective ways to reduce physical, emotional, and brain stress. So now just give your arms a bit of a stretch and above your head. And a bit of a shake out. Gently roll your head to the side and forward. And a few more breaths. And now I want you just to check your body again. Do you feel more relaxed or tense? Now check your mind. Do you feel more alert or tired or calm? Because you've just engaged in some mindful communication with yourself. And these little actions actually change your brain, and they make you feel better, and they also make it easier to effectively communicate with people. But right now though, I want you to stay as relaxed as possible so that you can notice the subtle emotional shifts that take place when I say a few words soon. So just take a breath in and bring your awareness to the present moment. Are you ready? No, you did it wrong. No. How did you react when I said those words? Did your eyebrows raise? Did your muscles tighten? Did you smile or tense? How did you feel? So what just happened? So in your brain, in less than a second, there was a release of these dozens of stress-producing hormones and neurotransmitters. And these chemicals immediately interrupted the normal functioning of your brain, especially those that are involved with logic, reason, and processing language. And it instantly changed the way you feel. And the more you stay focused on these negative words and thoughts, the more you can actually change parts of your brain that regulate your memory, feelings, and emotions. So you may end up having disrupted sleep, poor appetite. Basically, you're changing the way that your brain will regulate happiness, longevity, and health. So that's how powerful negative words and phrases can be. And if you vocalize your negativity even more, these stress chemicals will be released. So not only in the brain, but also in other people's brains that hear this. So you'll both experience an increase in anxiety, irritability, and really it stops you being able to empathize and cooperate with people. And the same thing happens in your brain when you listen to arguments on the radio or even see a violent confrontation or a scene on a movie. Because it turns out that our brain doesn't understand the difference between a fantasy and a fact when it perceives this negative event. So instead it assumes that there's real danger and that it's there in the world. So any form of negative thought like worrying about your finances or health is actually going to stimulate the release of destructive chemicals. And if you're in this habit of constantly thinking about negative possibilities and persistently worrying about problems that have occurred in the past, you can become what's labelled as clinically depressed. So negative thinking it's a loop, it's self-perpetuating, and the more that you're exposed to it, from either yourself, your own brain, or even from other people, the more that you'll generate these thoughts and feelings. Because once again, it seems that the human brain's got this capacity to spend more time worrying than any other creature on the planet. And if you bring your negativity into your speech, you can generally pull everyone around you into a downward spiral that eventually leads to violence, arguments, etc. And the more you engage in the negative speech and internal dialogue, whether that's at home or work, it becomes more difficult to stop it. Okay, so where are we? How can we stop and interrupt these negative thoughts and feelings? So first, we've got to ask ourselves, we've got to look inside and say, is there a real threat to my personal survival? And the answer is almost always no. But our fantastic brains really just make up these great stories about catastrophic events. So the next step is to reframe that negative into a positive one. So instead of worrying about your financial situation, which won't have any effect on increasing your income, think about the ways that you can generate more money to keep your mind focused on these steps that you need to take to achieve your goals and increase your finances. So it's the same for relationships. If you're the type of person who worries about being rejected or being perceived in the wrong way by other people, you've got to shift your focus to the qualities that you really admire about yourself. And when you talk to other people, talk about the things that you love and you value, and don't talk about your personal problems or the catastrophes that are happening around you and the world, because they'll end up caging you in and give you a feeling of self-doubt and insecurity. So the faster that you can interrupt your brain's reaction to the difference between a real and imaginary threat, the quicker that you can generate a feeling of safety and well-being and stop this possibility of creating this permanent negative memories in our brains. So by changing our language from worry to optimism and excitement, positivity, we've got a higher chance to succeed at really any goal that we want to do. So if you found this video helpful, but you're still having trouble winning that battle with your inner voice and you want to end that mind war, seek some help, because you'll be so happy you did. And if you feel that I would be a good help to help you, I'd love you just to book in for a strategy call and we can chat. So I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Stay positive and think optimistically. Talk soon.